5 weeks come and gone already. And we're off here in Week 6 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Mustang, 19. Warrior 70. Ready.
Looking to throw right away. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. The first carry now for Jonathan Brooks. And that's good for a gain of 5. Brought down on the effort by Quinyon Mitchell. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
Slot receiver headed left. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. Along the outside, he crosses midfield. Running down the left side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take a 6-0 lead right away. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Point after from Pinheiro is up and good. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Straight to the air is Richardson. His first throw is an interception. And the Panthers getting back on his 6th interception of the season. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
On 1st down, here comes Brooks. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Come on. Chop 60.
Slot man motioned over. First down from the red zone. Completes it to his running back. Here's Jonathan Brooks. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Throwing here on second and a handful. And he will score. It's a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Pinheiro good on the extra point. And the Panthers drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Straight ahead, here's Miller. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. He's got a man left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he carries it for a big gain that gets him down into the red zone. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Called in by Waddle. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Man in motion, out of the slot. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. He's on the move. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Offense up to the line fast. Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Rolling. And they take this in for the score. The Saints lower the deficit to a single possession. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, Turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down, and that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Alert! Alert! Set! Go, Reed! Go! Street! Go!
A carry by Brooks to start the drive. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Here's 2nd and 5. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut big, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Saints 7.
We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's Panthers football. They're looking at 3rd and very long. He's dropping back to throw. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure. But instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick-6 as it's sent away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. Buffalo 18. Ready?
Back to the air, following the pick-6. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
That is teaching tape for a linebacker. Read, react, and finish.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Here we go, Shaq. Hey, smash. 70 range, 70 range. Go street. Tracking 60. Hut, hut.
He's going to throw this one. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. Second time he's had an errant throw taken back for 6 in this half, Brock. As a quarterback, how do you come back from this knowing there's so much game left?
How do you come back from it, or how do your family and friends come back from it? I know as I get older, I think about them more and more. As a competitor, you're just going to grit your teeth and do what you can. But for the loved ones following, that's a tough second pick 6 to watch.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Give to Brooks, running right. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
They send him left out of the slot. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Can I have a moment, Kate? Just a moment to marvel at how well they reacted to that play on defense. They were all over it from the start, getting behind the line to blow up a play that how many times do we see as highlight reel touchdowns going the other way?
Come 19, come 19, Mustang 19.
Second and 15. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right? Yep. Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers tie this game at 21. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On first down, it's Richardson. Escapes the sack. This has been a trend, yet another interception. And the Panthers get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Hand off here for Brooks. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
On 2nd down, it's Brooks. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Legette's got it. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at the vault. The Panthers with the football. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing now on 1st down. Looking right, and he finds him. They get 27 on the play. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Put the ball in your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Putting a receiver in motion.
7 Pirates, 79 Broncos.
Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. He has the Carolina touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick. Knowing short field, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes. And if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
Point after from Pinheiro is up and good. And the Panthers double their lead to 14. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. drive will start out with a 1st and 10. After the pick, Richardson back to the air. Oh, brother, it's another interception. J.C. Horn to pick it off. And the Panthers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Panther Street, go!
This is Brooks heading left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Best run games in this league have balance. Can run it inside, as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
Buffalo 18! 70 Rangers! Take go!
From the red zone now. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers boat racing them to the halftime locker room. As he naps another touchdown, Brock, I got to ask you, the former QB, is this the point where all the other guys who haven't scored or only have 1 touchdown today are coming over you and saying, bro, why aren't you looking for me? Throw me the football.
They may be saying it, but it's a little more of a look, Kate. Like, really? I mean, can I eat too? Do I get an opportunity to sit at the table? But when you got the rapport these two have right now and the confidence and the timing, boy, you look him up every chance you get.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Take a look at that scoreboard and you just can't backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. They've had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Escapes the pocket. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. That one doesn't make it beyond the line. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Let's go!
Play action with Richardson. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
The throw to the right finds Waddle. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Here we go!
They'll throw again, Richardson. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
All set up now for 1st and 10. They are throwing it again. Jones reels it in. It's inside the 10. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. The back grabs it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, a give to Miller. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. Working quickly here. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First down throw here from Richardson. He's on the move. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And the Saints are going to have a first down. Richardson now. And they pick him off again. Broke through the tackle. And the Panthers are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity that looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. The ones you get, you have to finish with points.
On the give, it's Brooks. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there, and that'll be good for a Carolina first.
Okay, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course. And you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he gets across midfield and into Saints territory. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Go! Dragon 60.
From the 48. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Let's go now. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Slot man motioned over.
Ready?
They'll throw on 1st. Complete out to the right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He picks up 28 on the play. And that gives them 1st and goal.
Hey, check that. Street. Here we go.
Brooks will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. Man in motion out of the slot.
Warriors 70. Go!
On 2nd and about a yard. And he will score. It's a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers push their lead further to start the half. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 32. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. That one intended for Jalen Waddle. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Richardson on third. On target to Waddle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. Only one quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the third. It's Saints ball as we start the fourth, but any efforts might just be futile facing that deficit. First down, ball at the 36.
Here we go, set.
Back to throw, here's Richardson. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Panthers getting back on his 6th interception of the season.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He's an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
Running the toss here to Brooks. And he gets his offense forward to the 44-yard line. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
2nd and 1. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT. And the Saints get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okie, Okie! That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down. But even with that, they will take that Okie any day. What a huge hit.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Saints making the scoreboard look a touch better. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive.
Ready up.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Roll. Let's go. Go, Chap. Go, Chap. Ready.
Straight ahead, here's Brooks. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Let's go now.
Again, it's Brooks. Jukes one defender, and he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
Smash Bronco! Here we go, here we go! Go!
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10
right here.
at the Saints' 42-yard line.
Check up!
Looking to the air here. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Panther 11! Panther 11!
Here he is on 3rd and long. Buys time, rolling right. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Seven Pirates! Ready?
From the red zone now. This throw is caught. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
He'll throw it yet again. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers put up even more points in a win. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers grow their lead yet again. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
19 Lions!
Now Richardson to throw. The throw to the right finds Waddle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Here we go, sack!
Richardson now on 1st and 10. Caught by Miller. On the move, past the 40. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
First down, New Orleans.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Caught. Trey Tucker makes the play. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down. They'll throw again. Richardson setting up the screen. And he'll go down here at the 16. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line. The Saints calling for a timeout, so they're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Second down now, 7 to go.
Ready?
From the 16. On the move, headed right. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Here's Richardson. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That play is so impressive on so many levels. Not just because it saves a touchdown, Kate. He had to time that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or let him establish possession for the score. That is so, so good.
One final shot here. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So the Panthers pick up the win here. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners as we say so long from Charlotte.